So guys, I'm here with another video and it's a story time. Yeah, you see the title, and yes, it's true, it's not even clickbait, it's so true, guys. So this incident occurred earlier on this year, so I'm gonna tell you guys the tea. So I should just really suggest that you get a snack, get a glass of tea. You don't get a glass of tea, you get a cup. Let's start that again. So guys, I really suggest that you get some popcorn, like a cup of tea, coffee, whatever your poison is, and really enjoy this video. Maybe some ibuprofen, because guys be giving girls headaches out in these streets. So get some ibuprofen or some paracetamol. So stay tuned. So guys, this year was a new year for the kid. It was a new year for me, so I thought, I'm going to Ghana after the year of return. I'm going to Ghana because the last time I went to Ghana, I think I was about 9. And everyone was just like, oh yeah, Ghana's so amazing. I don't know why you haven't gone back, because my parents go every single year, if not twice a year. So basically we were just planning to do like a family getaway. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go to Ghana because I heard it's lit. Need to go back to the motherland, want to learn a language, so I thought, let's go and just live our best lives. So before I even went to Ghana, I basically put up a post like, booked up tickets off to the motherland, la la la. But the funny thing is, I don't even know how this guy found me, but basically this guy found me on Instagram, and he had messaged me, and he was like a promoter for like loads of events in Ghana. So I was like, okay, cool, that's gonna come in handy to let me speak to this guy. He DM'd me. His name was like something party in Ghana, whatever the name is, but I don't want to out him, so let's just call him Softy. So basically Softy approached me, and then he was just like, oh, I really like your content, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, are you going in, da da da. And I was like, content? That's what they're just pictures of me. So what you're really trying to say is you find a kid cute and you're trying to walk up to her. What do you mean content? Anyway, so I was like, so he messaged me, he was just like, oh yeah, I really like your content, blah 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 blah. If I could even find a conversation. Yeah, so he messaged me like, hey, I love your content, very motivating. And I said, oh, thank you so much. And he goes, how long are you staying in Ghana for? Have you been going out? And I said, I'll be there tonight, and I'm gonna be there for 3 weeks. And he goes, oh, you'll be in Ghana tonight, okay, are you going in though? And I said, yeah, I'm going in. He goes, hi, I'm Softy. So I was like, and then he sent a picture of himself to me, and it's so funny because I feel like that's such like a AF thing to do, where they just send photos. Not even AF, I think just guys, they're just funny when they send photos. Like, I didn't ask you for them, but anyway, you sent it, so cool, I get to that. But he goes back to me, and then I said, okay, LOL, nice to meet you. And I said, so you're a promoter? And he goes, nice to meet you too. He goes, no, I run an
experimental marketing agency where I work with brands in nightlife, i.e. N.O.T.I.F.I.C.A.T.I.O.N, and he goes with the places that go, I post them up just to be guides for people so they know where to go on what day.
So I was like, okay, sick. And he was like, so I could be your host for the next 3 weeks. And I said, okay, sick, because I'm definitely gonna need that. But anyway, so I told him for the first part, I'm gonna be in Kumasi, but when I get to Accra, then I'll let him know. But we basically didn't go out until the Thursday. So he messaged me, and he was just like, okay, there's a night called Carbon. I love that night. If you guys ever go to Ghana, go to Carbon. I'm looking like a sweet one, okay? I'm looking like a sweet ting. Oh my gosh, looking like a hot one. So when I go there, right, guys, let me even tell you about me in Ghana. The way Ghana receives the girl is really great. Like in Ghana, literally just like, I'm just loved over there, do you understand? So I was just looking like a sweet one, and it really worked in my favour at that night, and I'll explain to you why. I'm not just here to tell you that I'm a sweet one. We finally ended up going into the club. It was lit, there was loads of people there, and the live music was good, and I was busting a wine. I really wasn't busting no wine, but I was dancing and it was fun. And then basically, long story short, the guy was just Softy, was just hovering around me like the whole night, but he wasn't really talking that much, so I didn't really think of anything of it. And then like we barely spoke, but he would just talk here and there. Like, I just think he was really, I don't know what he was. I don't know if he was nervous, I don't know what it was, but he just wasn't talking too tough. And Gwen was just like, you know, he really likes you. I was just like, does he? My sister told me afterwards, apparently he was like to her, like, oh, like all these guys keep talking to her. I was just like, well, make yourself seen then. Speak up, buddy. Open the door, B.E.L.L. Open it. That's always good when someone who fancies you is watching. Do you know what I mean? Let them know. Okay? I need to know what you're working with. Anyway. Long story short, at the end of the night, he was basically, then Sophie messages me and he's just like, hope you got home safely. Yeah. He was like, I want to take you out, blah, blah, blah. Anywhere you want to go, I want to take you out. And I was like, I'm in Ghana, guys. If I'm going to have my first date, let it be somewhere nice with someone who's cool. Like, why not? So I was just like, okay, well, we'll see how it goes anyway. So basically, long story short, I keep saying long story short, but it's not, because I'm not making it short at all. This was, guys, this is spread over the whole 3 weeks, by the way. Because like a couple of days before I was gonna go, because he kept asking me to like go on a date. And then things just kept happening, or I had to change the date. But then I wanted to go on a date, so I was just like, on the Monday, I was like, I said to him, I can do Monday. And he was just like, okay, cool. And my mum was just like, hey, you're gonna go on a date with this guy, hey, in Ghana, you're gonna get. And I was just like, oh, Mom, like, just let me go. My sister was just like, just let her go. Like, it was just like, hey. My mom's like, hey. My mom is like, hey, do you know what they do to girls in Ghana? You know they can say, first of all, guys, if you don't know Ghana, Ghana's the most peaceful place. Sure, there are people selling people for rituals. My mom was like, they sell people for rituals. Sell people for rituals. So then they're talking about and I was like, Mum.
We had a really nice day. We walked along the beach. It sounds so cheesy and so cliche. But we literally went to the beach and walked along the beach.
So the date was really flowing, and this guy was just like, do you like twins? And I'm like, yeah, I like twins. And like, he was just like, yeah, I really love twins. He would just show me about twins. He kept making like some references that I was not feeling. And he just kept just saying some inappropriate things that you have to like nip in the bud. After the really nice date, he dropped me home. Well, he did drop me home. He dropped me at the mall where all my family were. So then, like, when we were in the car, we were just talking, and then he kept grabbing my hand and stuff like that, and he was just like saying that he was gonna miss me. But there was one part in the car where I was just sitting there thinking, this is so funny, Rachel, that you're on a date. Like, so this is really funny. And then I think, because with me, guys, my eyes get quite watery, and people always think I'm crying. Like, every day my sister's just like, do you want to cry? I'm just like, no. When I was in the car, this guy fully had the cheek to look at me and be like, are you crying? I was like, why would I cry? Like, I think he thought I was crying because I was leaving him or whatever. I was like, buddy, I ain't crying. The girl ain't crying. The kid is not crying. So guys, listen to this. So the next day, the guy's talking to me, and he was just like, oh, have you eaten, and I was just like, no, but I'm not really hungry. And he goes, you should order. He goes, order something, And when he was saying that to me, I was like, oh, there's this guy trying to buy me food and getting it sent to my house. This guy's just asked me if I've eaten, telling me to order. How are you going to tell me what to do if I'm not even going to pay for it? So after clearing up the fact that he wasn't paying, I was just like, oh, it's okay. I don't need that. Do you know what I mean? Like, who tells somebody to eat and order something unless you're gonna pay for it? Like, I don't get it. Like, oh, you should order food. Okay, I know what I can do with my coins. Anyway, long story short, I went back to England, everything was fine. When I was in England, there was very much like a back and forth of like us talking, and then it was like he would stop talking, and then he would act really weird, and he would just like, he would like say to me like, oh, I don't know whether I want to bother you because I don't know whether you are interested. And he was just so weird, like so cryptic. Like here he would message me, and sometimes he would just be calm, or like sometimes he would just, like every day he would send like a smiley face or like do heart eyes or just say, oh, you're so beautiful, but like there was no conversation. There wasn't like a real smooth conversation. And then I remember one time he was just like talking to me, like the times when we would have conversations would be like random times. So then he was telling me how he was to go to Greece and he asked me to be his girlfriend. I was like, how can you want me to be your girlfriend? I even said to him, why? And he was just like, what do you mean? I said, why do you want me to be your girlfriend when we don't talk? Like what is it? Like what kind of relationship would we be having? So basically, the whole of that trip, this guy kept messaging me, let's go out. When we would go out, this guy would buy me drinks and then walk away, and then I wouldn't find him again. And I'd be like, what the hell is going on with this guy? Because it wouldn't even add up. Like, he would always want me there, but when I'm there, you just get me drinks and then you leave. You get me and my friends drinks. And it was just so weird. And I was just like, what is happening here? Guys, what I forgot, in January, after I went on a date with him, when I came back to England, about a month later, or like a couple of weeks, I don't remember, I had a dream and God had said to me that he's not made for you. When God told me that dream, I was kind of like, God, why? Like sometimes when God will just tell you things and it's like, he'll tell you things but it might not be for now, but it'll be for later. So God said to me like, he's not made for you. And I was kind of like thinking to myself, why would God tell me that when I don't want him anyway like that? Because I liked him, but I knew he wasn't the one I wanted to be with. So I was kind of like, it's a bit funny that God said it. When I went to Ghana the second time, it was making more sense why God was telling me that, because I ended up liking him a little bit. Not liking him that deeply, but I was entertaining him. Let me just say entertaining him, because I wasn't like, I didn't like him, but I was liking his presence. Let's say, girls, you understand, sometimes you can just like a guy's presence. So I was just liking his presence, so like every time we'd go out and he would leave, it would start affecting me, like, why do you keep doing that, kind of that. And then like it reminded me of the dream where God was like saying that he's not made for you. That's why, because God actually said to you the reason why you may feel rejected because he wasn't made for you. And I was just like, oh wow. So that whole trip, like this guy just kept coming by me drinks and he would leave. He would just keep leaving. I'm thinking, like, what's happening? Why do you keep doing it? But obviously I was sipping on those drinks anyway. Juice. Long story short, this guy did the whole trip. So my mum was like to me, test him, because my mum didn't like him anyway. She knew I wasn't serious about him, but she was kind of like whatever. Not whatever, but she was kind of like didn't say anything because she knew that I wouldn't entertain him anyway. She was like, test him, tell him to come to the house to meet your family, and if he doesn't come, then you know he's really not serious. I knew he wasn't serious, but I was just like, but I can't explain it. Like, I didn't want him, but I wanted to know what he was about. Let me not say I didn't want him. I wanted him for that period. I didn't want him forever. I knew that's not who I wanted for my husband at all. But I liked him at that point. So I told him to come to my house and he was just like, isn't it a bit too soon? I was like, but wasn't it a bit too soon when you asked me to be your girl? But it's too soon for you to come to the house. And he was just like, yeah, but I just don't know. He goes, we just need to be more solid, me and you first. And I was like, just talking all this rubbish. This guy was just talking all this different smack. And then like, it just, long story short, like every time we'd go out, he just kept calling me. We went to another place and he was literally at the restaurant the next door. Like he would always be in my vicinity, like always be around me. Like if I'm somewhere, then he'll go somewhere close, but he would never be like, he didn't understand what was going on that whole trip. When I came back to England after that trip, I just locked off with him. I invited him to church and my mum had a conference. He didn't show up. Not that he just didn't show up, he basically just kept saying like, oh, I'm in traffic, I'm on my way, I'm coming. I ended up being like, don't worry, it's gonna end soon. And then after that trip, I decided not to talk to him. That trip, I'll tell you guys more about that trip because it was so insightful, but it was just a bit crazy. Like, it ended with a really good thing. So basically, when I came back to England, this guy, mind you guys, if you remember at the beginning of the trip, he kept talking about twins. then this is what happened, guys. This is when it went down. This guy kept posting up pictures of these twin girls, and I said to him, are those your children? He goes, what, when, how would I ever have these children?
This child is mine? How? I don't understand it.
And I said, okay, whatever. Then afterwards, after this is when I come back from Ghana, let's just say this happened in about, when did I even find out? Let's say August. He said that his dad lived, from January he told me that his dad lives in England. So I was just like, oh, okay. I started to think that he was lying because he was just a bit of a weird guy. I thought he was lying about him even being able to come to London and all that kind of nonsense. So I was just like, oh, that's your own. Anyway, so he put up this video of these two twins on this old woman's lap. He walks through the door. And when he walks through the door, the old lady opens her mouth and says, oh, Daddy's here. I was like, yeah. Are you joking? I could not believe it. I was like, are you joking? I couldn't believe it, guys. I was like, what do you mean Daddy's here? What do you mean Daddy's here? I was like, I messaged my girl, I messaged my sister, I was like, the guy's got kids, those kids are his. Yeah. This liar. He told me that those are his nieces. And he kept asking me about twins. Do I like twins? So my thing is, why are you asking me if I like twins? Did you want me to mother these twins for you?
I can't take care of this baby.
Why does it matter whether I like twins or not? You have twins.
This child belongs to you.
I was like, I couldn't believe it, guys. So after that video, I'm just in shock. I'm just like, yeah, my gosh, what is happening? And then he put up another video, and there's a woman's hand like that, and then his hand is like that. She has a wedding ring, he has a ring. And then it hit me. I went on a date with a married man. Yeah. Oluwa o. Already, I went on a date with a married man. This guy is married. This guy's married with 2 kids, with 2 fully grown girls. I couldn't believe it. I was screaming. Had to tell my best friend. She was like, no. She was like, shit.
Shit.
I was like, shit, even harder.
Shit.
I couldn't believe it. I messaged my sister. I was like, he's married, guys. Having kids is another one thing, but to be married, you're a married man. That's why you're in London. You came to visit your kids and your wife. You are married. That's what you are. You're a married man. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is happening? This doesn't happen to me. How can my first date with a guy be with a married man? I was like, you are sick in the head. I said, you're twisted. The thing is, when I saw that thing, I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I even told my mum. I told my brother. My brother was like, no. I couldn't believe it. I even told my sister's man, and then he was just like, yeah. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this guy is married, guys. As in said I do under the eyes of God, this guy's married. I was like, what of me? What am I? Yeah.
I am a mistake. I am a child of sorrow.
Yeah. I was like, forgive me, oh, forgive me, Lord. Because I was like, this wasn't my fault. This wasn't. I was like, Lord, this wasn't my fault. That's what you were talking about when you said he wasn't made for me, Lord. You knew, you foresaw. I was like, God, you're just incredible. Because I was like, what? Imagine if I fell in love with this guy, yo. Imagine, God knows what he's doing. When he plants seeds in you, it's up to you to accept it. When God said it, I didn't understand why he did it, but I know God makes sense in my life. My God makes sense. My God makes sense. My God is on a throne. So he just drops these seeds in your head like he's not made for you. Remember that I told you that. Imagine if I was just like, forget that God, and I was just silly and then I went after this guy. I would fall in love with a man with a wife and kids. Me, a whole me, fall in love with a guy with a wife and kids. You see why you always commit everything to God? Because he saves your souls. He saves you from the very end. Because I could have been going somewhere and it wouldn't have been sweet. It wouldn't have been a sweet place, you know. It was terrible. I couldn't believe it. Then this guy, a couple of weeks later, no, a month later, decides to pop up. If you guys didn't see it, I said pop up. So he pops up and he's like, in fact, let me get my phone. I need to read you what this guy said. So this guy messages me. He messages me September 16th, 6:10 a.m. saying, hey. I said, you good? He said, yes, how about you? I said, I'm good. What's up? Question mark. What do you want? He's like, nothing really, out here in London. I knew he wants to tell me that. I knew why he wants to write to me anyway. And I said, you enjoying yourself? Question mark. He goes, it's cool. Whereabouts do you live though? Question mark. I said, Brighton. He said, too far. I said, too far for what? I didn't invite you anywhere, my friend. And I said, enjoy your holiday. Goodbye. Because I wasn't going to bring up his problems. None of my business. That's it between you and your wife. And then he goes, it's not a holiday, my dear. I'm here to stay. So then he goes, I said, you live in London now? Question mark. Why? And he goes, yep, just felt like it. I said, no, it's because of your wife and kids. He goes, I moved here for a purpose. I thought it was just because you felt like it. But he goes, I moved here for a purpose. My parents and my family. And he had a cheek to put a smiley face. I said, why did you lie about your wife and kids? Your daughters are beautiful as well. And he goes, lie about what wife and kids though? Question mark. I said, you said those twins that you always post were your nieces, but they're your daughters. A whole daughter, not one but two twins. And he goes, when did we have such a combo though? He goes, the only thing I remember is you saying that they looked cute. And I said, so you admit that they're your daughters and that's your wife? He goes, I am married, my dear, and I have twin daughters.
I am a child of sorrow.
This child belongs to you.
And this child is mine? How? I don't understand it.
Who are you? Who are you?
Cool? Question mark. I was like, shit. I was like, oh. And I was like, softy, you're actually mad. I was like, can you actually deep the fact that you're crazy? And I said, so you've been outright cheating on your wife and your kids and you're calm with that? And he goes, okay, and does that thing. And he goes, cheating on them with who? Do you even know when I got married? Guess not, but you're judging. LOL, interesting. I said, wow, softy, whatever lies you tell yourself to help you sleep at night isn't my business. God bless you, babe. And he goes, say no more. Humans always quick to judge, but yeah, it's life. And I said, so why did you message me? He goes, what? Question mark. I said, why did you message me? He goes, I can't message you to check up on you. Ask your wife if you can check up on me. Ask your wife if you can check up on me. Ask your wife, though. Don't come and ask me. Ask your wife if you could come and check up on me. Show her my picture and be like, oh, babe, can I check up on, no, you can't. You can't check up on her. You can't check up on me. Leave my ass alone, write me out of your mind. Are you dumb? You're crazy. God will punish you. You don't need me to punish you. Yourself, you'll punish yourself for what you've done. I can't believe, how crazy can you be? I couldn't believe this, guys. This is the drama that I went through in 2019. Okay, the guy tried it. He tried it. He tried to try my whole life, but he couldn't because God saw. You understand? My God saw, because my God makes sense. You see, I couldn't believe what happened. So yeah, that's what happened, guys. That's what happened to me in 2000 and 2019. But that's not me anymore. So don't date, guys. That is the moral of the story. That's the reason why you don't date. Dating is not for, it's not for people. I know a lot of freshies do that. Like they don't want you to date, but they just want you to get married. And my mum will be like, oh, why do you need to date? Just da, 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 da. And I used to think, Mum, how are you just gonna get married? You need to date. Guys, I don't think you need to date. I don't believe you need to date. Because realistically, I'm talking to people who know the Lord, because realistically, He's the one who gives you your soulmate. If God gives you your soulmate, you don't need to date, period. And God has a soulmate for everybody. Dating brings problems and it's a waste of time, and guys, it's a waste of your money. If you really settle on just trusting God, then you can rinse all that money that you have on the real one, the real wife that is for you. Other than that, you're just spending on that unnecessarily. Don't date, guys. Don't date. Don't do it. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Laugh at I was about to say laugh at my pain, but I'm not in pain. But you can laugh at this because it's crazy to me, if I'm very honest. But it was really fun to do this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. I'm gonna do another video again soon. Message me in videos that you want me to do, and I'll do it. Okay? Love you guys. You're the best. Sweet. I'd say sweet dreams, but I don't know if you're sleeping or not. Bye.
It won't work out. Wish we could have worked out, but we didn't.